Okay, so far we've defined what economics is. We said economics is the study of choices when there's scarcity. Now we need to look at a little more carefully what kinds of scarcity we have, specifically scarcity of what. And we use resources for production in an economy. So let's look at factors of production so we understand these different types of resources. Factors of production is the resources used to produce goods and services, and they're also known as production inputs or resources. Okay, so first one is natural resources. A natural resource are just resources provided by nature and used to produce goods and services. Things like water, or a tree, or land, or mineral deposits, gas, or like fossil fuel. Anything provided by nature is a natural resource. And that also includes things like agricultural products, wheat, livestock, and so on. Next resource or factors of production is labor. Now, I want to make sure you understand there's three different things that humans provide, three different resources humans provide. One of them is labor, and the other two are human capital and entrepreneurship. So let's talk about labor. Labor is the human effort, including both physical and mental effort used to produce goods and services. So if you are actually using physical labor, that's obviously labor. So if you're working and you're lifting boxes, or you're sorting material, or building, constructing something, that's labor. Also, if you're typing in data or you're reading something to understand information, to communicate, that's also labor. You could be on the phone doing a sales call, that's labor. So anything that includes physical and mental effort used to produce goods and services is labor. Even what I'm doing right now is considered labor. That's a resource. Okay, third resource, or I should say factors of production, is called physical capital, and that's the stock of equipment, machines, structures, and infrastructure that is used to produce goods and services. Anything like a truck or a machine or a computer or a desk, a building, a road, that's all considered physical capital. Fourth factor of production is human capital, and that's the knowledge and skills acquired by a worker through education and experience and used to produce goods and services. So, for example, you are getting a college education, so you are gaining human capital because you're gaining knowledge and skills. When you go out to your job and you learn more about how to do your job, or you learn a certain skill, or learn a certain amount of knowledge from your job, that would be gaining human capital. So human capital isn't your effort, it isn't your mental effort, your physical or mental effort, it's your actual knowledge and skills. Okay, so last factor of production is called entrepreneurship. And that's basically the effort used to coordinate all the other factors: natural resources, labor, physical capital, and human capital. So the effort used to coordinate all these other factors, and as you coordinate them together, you use that to produce and sell products. That's another resource. I'll give you an example. Bill Gates obviously used his entrepreneurial ideas to build his company, Microsoft. Also, Steve Jobs, he had a creative idea with Apple, and he used his creative ideas to coordinate all these other resources. And so his resource that he added was mostly an entrepreneurship resource. So these are the factors of production, and we try to categorize factors of production into one of these 5 categories so we can understand what is affecting production.